No, I thought it was a good World Cup, and there was no trouble. There was no trouble, was there? The England fans weren't kicking. There was no violence, no rioting or anything like that. And I think that proves it, doesn't it? Really, like maybe in future tournaments, we ban the gays from that as well, because then obviously they're the ones that have been causing all the trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. No, I know I can't say that online, can I? No, I can't say anything like that. I mean, people know that I'm, that I push the envelope and I'm a bit edgy, try and have a little bit of a banter and a joke. But do you know, I actually mentioned that on Twitter last night, and someone said to me, they said, you'll regret that in the morning when you sober up. Fucking idiot! I didn't even have a drink yesterday. You know what I mean? I'll never regret having a sense of humour. Fucking idiots, anyway. Alright guys, how's it going? It is Monday the 19th of December 2022 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. How's it going guys? You alright? Yeah? Did you watch the World Cup final? Wasn't it fucking great? No more debates please about Messi versus Ronaldo. Messi's the greatest. He's a brilliant player. Can't fucking shit on it. He fucking lights in here. Messi's the best as far as I'm concerned. He's the greatest player I've ever seen play football. And, I don't just rate a player based on what he does on the pitch. I also think it's about whether he's a team player or whether he's a selfish, sulking little fuck, as well. So for me, Messi. Now, I can't believe that, that I actually cheered on Argentina in a World Cup final. I've never wanted Argentina to win everything, My generation, if you like, we had the Falklands War, for example, which, I'm not one of them people today that thinks about it. I remember growing up as a teenager, or I was a young lad at the time of the war. I was a kid, I didn't understand any of it. But there was always that vibe amongst, the male, the football fans, as a teenager growing up, the young lads, we fucking hate Argentina, we did this, the Falklands, that it's pathetic, but it happens, that's what football can be like. So we went through that, and then obviously, when I was a kid, there was that little fucking drug-snorting, cheating, little fat fucking arrogant wanker and his hand of God that, destroyed England's World Cup hopes, and I cried my eyes out. And like Peter Shilton and Terry Butcher, I'd never forgive him, you know what I mean? So I fucking hated Argentina with a passion. This was about, wanting to see Messi top his career, if you like. So I was absolutely delighted for him, guys. And jokes aside, this tournament for me has been the best World Cup tournament that I have witnessed since Italia '90. Now, I'm sure depending on your age group, you've got different, which tournaments you thought were the best or whatever. Italia '90, for so many reasons, Gazza's tears, how far England did. Cameroon, Roger Miller, Nessun Dorma. It was just an amazing tournament, and since then I've never really enjoyed the World Cup as far as England's participation. And also, having Jack Charlton. Like, I know I'm not Irish, and I know, there's in the football circles, like the English hate the Irish, even whether it's Republic or Northern. The same with Wales, and so I've never been like that. I've always wanted them other home nations to do well, and the Republic as well. So the Jack Charlton thing back, when he was managing Ireland, it was great. John Aldridge with them, when he was running his mouth at the linesman. I think that might have been '94. Was it World Cup in America? I can't remember. I was a kid. Anyway, so for me, it was the greatest World Cup since 1990. It's absolutely the best World Cup final I've ever seen in my life. Now, I seen on Twitter today, let's have a look. It goes completely against what, the narrative of what we were subjected to, at the start of the tournament in particular, about how bad Qatar is. Yeah. And you know what? Listen, maybe Qatar is, a bad country with its draconian views on things like homosexuality. Listen, I'm one love, me, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'll try anything once. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gay. My boyfriend is, but I'm not. And I'm just looking. I'm trying to find my the tweet that I saw this morning, which was from Henry Winter. And Henry Winter as a journalist has got to be one of the most boring people in football. Really, I just no offense, I don't dislike him as a human being. As Brendan Rodgers would say. He said this morning it wasn't the greatest World Cup ever, but it has to be the greatest final ever, which we would agree with, I think. But I would agree with it being the greatest final ever. But him saying it wasn't one of the greatest World Cups, it's like they don't want to admit it. And I think Qatar did the world proud with that tournament. Everything was right. I think that I don't know. I'm not aware of any like major complaints about it all. I'm looking at it from a fan's point of view, you know, an armchair supporter, if you like. And you know, it worked in my opinion. I think Qatar did a great job, and fair play to them. All that stuff to do with human rights and things, I find the West very hypocritical with it all. A lot of hypocrisy. You know, your Gary Linekers and all that. When it's, you know, I just hope when it's held in America that they're going to bring up, you know, racial injustice. How women can be prevented from having abortions in America, how people are still strapped to chairs and sent to the death through execution, and being electrified or whatever. You know, listen, I don't know whether I agree with that or not. I think if anyone hurt my family, I'd quite happily turn the switch on. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that I disagree with it. What I'm saying is, if that is happening in Qatar, it's an issue. But if it happens in America, it's this is democracy. So yes, they have draconian views in Qatar, and but it wasn't so long ago in England. It was a similar sort of thing. So the world is still catching up on that, and maybe in time those regions will. It's not for me to pass comment on what they do in their country. If I don't like it, I don't have to go to their country. That's it. It's that fucking simple. Do you know what I mean, guys? So I take my hat off to Qatar. In fact, my hat, see you, look, I took it off. There's my hat. So well done to them people. And I don't know. I just want to watch fucking football. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really bothered about. Well, I am bothered about what goes on, but it's just like football and politics and all. It just should be separate. Fucking all this stuff. England taking the knee and all that. We all deplore racism, don't we? Don't we? Is that not just standard of a normal, intelligent, caring human being to deplore racism? I don't need to get on my knee to do it. Fucking it takes me long enough to put my socks on. How am I going to get down and do it on one knee? It takes me an hour to get off the floor, fat get, But I just, all that. They did it against America, and the Americans are just stood there going, what the fuck they're doing? And it comes from America. Yeah? I just don't get it. And then, I don't know, there was the other, I don't know. Get some mats. Just stick to playing football. Don't put that pressure on the footballers, please. Thank you. So, great World Cup. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. I loved every fucking minute of it, and I'm gutted it's over. But the darts is on now, so I'm watching the darts. I'm enjoying that. And then we got the real football back now, so we can get stuck into that. And I tell you what, guys, right? I know this video is not about Liverpool. We'll hopefully do something on that. But I think now that we're going to see I think we're going to see a lot of Liverpool news start to filter out. I don't know what all this is about, but it looks good, doesn't it? I think we're going to see some stuff now. Honestly, I really do. And normally I'm a bit don't know, but I just have this feeling that especially when we get Christmas out, I think we're going to start maybe seeing some more credible stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean that January is going to be amazing. I just think that now that tournament's passed, I think a lot of things will change, because obviously you've got agents out there, managers, chief executives, owners, potential owners, all mixing in them football circles. We go to the football, we watch a game of football and we leave, right? That's it. The big cheese, they're mingling, they're drinking. I think they were allowed to drink, weren't they? They're drinking, they're mingling, they're making contacts. The World Cup is where all this shit happens. New relationships are formed. You know what I'm saying? So, I think now that the World Cup's out of the way, we'll start to see some shit. So, I'm going to England for Christmas. I'm going to spend it with my chick in England, and I'm looking forward to that. It's the first time I've been in England in 15, 16 years at Christmas. I honestly can't remember. Don't try and rob my house. There's always someone in my house all the time. I never leave my house unattended. And someone's got to look after Remy, haven't they? My little dog, bless him. So yeah, I'm going away. So I don't think you're going to see much of me. I'm sure it won't bother you, but I might do, or I plan to do. I'm hoping to do a couple of live streams while I'm away. I don't mean the live streams on a Saturday night. I mean, maybe Christmas Day, maybe pop on in the afternoon. If there's something to talk about, I'll probably just, fire up the laptop and do that. But basically, I'm not going to be in the studio. I'm not going to have the lights, the camera, the microphone, and everything. So The same with the podcast. You know, I'll still be kicking about, doing stuff if necessary. But I am definitely, guys, going to have some downtime, and it's not like me. I'll be working every day as usual. I have that responsibility with the people that support my content on the members website, for example. So I will be here every day as normal, but I won't be, I won't have my equipment and things like that. So thanks, for all the support you've given me through the year. I'm sure we'll speak on New Year's Eve. But if maybe you're going away or whatever, for the holidays or whatever, I cannot thank you enough for the support you've given me. Whether you're a channel member, whether you come along and buy me a drink on a Saturday night on here, whether you're a subscriber that gives me a thumbs up and a comment all the time. I'm aware of those names. I know who you guys are. I've got a good memory. I try to remember the people that are good with me, and I'm very grateful for that. All right, so it's been a good year. It's been a good year for me, I think, personally, away from the website. Some ups and downs, but I'm finally in that zone where I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking happy. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's the most important thing. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. I shit you not, all right? And so, I am going to try and do some more videos today. They might be brief, I don't know. I'm going to have a look and see if there's anything we can talk about. And I will be definitely, if you see no videos over the coming weeks, I will definitely, I say definitely, providing I don't fucking kick the bucket out, I'll be back with you for the stream on New Year's Eve. All right. I hope I don't kick the bucket. I was down at doctor's for my blood test results today and my ECG results, and they said everything was all right. They said my cholesterol was a little bit low, actually, not high or that, so that's good. I'll tell you a quick story before I go. The ECG result, it's like a great big long piece of paper like that, with all the like beep, 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 where they've got the fasten you to a machine and all that. Scary, even though it's only like, it doesn't hurt her out, but, and it was only routine, but you're still there thinking, I wonder if they'll find anything, So when I'm there today at the doctor's, right, the doctor, she opens up the envelope, and she opens it up, it's great, it's like, it opens up into like 6 pieces like that, and she went like this, she went, oh. And I'm there, I'm like, the fuck's that? What does O make sure? Oh. Yeah, that's good. And then closed it. And I went, whoa. I said, por favor. What was the O bit at the beginning? She went, don't worry about that. I went, no, what I don't understand. And she said, and she showed me it. And she went, see these bits here? And I went, yeah. She went, well, I was concerned about them. She said, if it had been like that all the way across, there'd have been a problem. She said, but on page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you had it was a normal rhythm. She went, that's just where they've not got the connectors on properly at the start. And I'm like, can you not keep that to yourself next time I'm sat there and you're judging me my life? You know what I'm saying, guys? So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be hanging around because I've got more people to annoy yet on here. All right, guys. So I'm going to try and do some more videos for you. I just wanted to touch base with you about the World Cup. Did you enjoy the World Cup? Best one for me since 1990. Gareth, who is it? Henry Winter, right? Apparently it wasn't one of the greatest World Cups. And Gareth Southgate's the best thing ever, according to him. I just think he's detached from reality. I don't think he's got a clue. But let's not get into that. I'm not really that bothered about England, to be honest with you. I had more enjoyment watching other teams at the World Cup. I'm bothered about Liverpool players and stuff like that. I do like the tournaments. I watched every game of the tournament, and if I'm around in 4 years' time, I would like to think that I will attend some of these games over in America and stuff like that. So maybe go with Smooth or something like that. That'd be good. So yeah, I enjoyed the tournament. I thought it was really good, and I'm really glad that it came out. That Qatar put on a great tournament of football. Let's judge them on that. What they do politically and whatever, I don't live there, so I don't know. And I can still have an opinion. I still think some of their beliefs are wrong, absolutely. But that's up to politicians and people that know what they're talking about to resolve, you know what I mean? Don't go to Qatar if you disagree with their country or whatever. All right, guys, take it easy. Hopefully we'll speak soon.